Hello friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In this video, we are going to learn about Java pattern program. So this is a pattern that we need to print here. So basically the interviewer asked this question to check your analytical skills, how you think to print this particular pattern in a programming way. So you need to understand first the logic that you need to implement in your Java code. So by seeing this pattern, we understand that there are four rows, right? This is first row, second, third, and fourth. And inside each row, you can say in the first row, there is only one number, which is 1. In the second row, there are two numbers, 1 and 2. In third row, there are three numbers, 1, 2, 3. And in the fourth row, there are four numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, you need to keep track of number of rows. So here we have four rows. So first for loop will keep track of this number of rows. And inside second for loop, we will print the numbers equal to the number of rows. For example, in the first row, we will just print 1. In the second row, we will print 1, 2. In the third row, we will print 1, 2, 3. And in the fourth row, we will print 1, 2, 3, 4. So we understand that we need two for loops. Now let's see in the demo how to make use of it. So here, let's have a variable first, which will say the number of rows. Let's say we have 4 rows, okay? Int row is equal to 4. Now first for loop we will declare here for int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to our row, right? And then we will say I plus plus. And inside this for loop, we will print now a message which will say row, and then we will print the value of I here. Now here you could see the difference or see the result. We are able to print the number of rows, right? Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Now inside this row, we want to print the numbers which will be equal to the row, right? If we have first row, then we will only print 1. If we have two rows, then we will print 1, 2 in that way. So what I want to do, I want to have one more for loop inside it for int j is equal to 1, and j should be less than equal to I. Why j should be less than equal to I? Because this I will have the value of row, because here we are printing it, right? I, and we were able to get the row, first row, second row, third row, and fourth row. So I will be having the value of current row, and the number value should be inside the j. And then I will say here j plus plus. And inside this for loop, what I will do, I will print the value of j. Okay, I will print the value of j here. And instead of in next line, I will just say print, because we want this particular for loop in one line. And now if I run this code, see, we are able to get 1, then we are able to get 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in first row we have only 1, then in row 2 we have 1, 2, in row 3 we have 1, 2, 3, in row 4 we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we don't want to print this message, so I will remove it. We will just have println statement, so each row will be printed in next line. And here we will add some space. So after printing each number, what we will do, we will add some space here. And if I run this code now, see, we are able to get the pattern that was expected. Now to summarize this, what we have done, we have made use of two for loops. So the first for loop will keep the track of number of rows, and in second for loop we will print the number which is equal to the row. First time the value of I will be 1, so 1 is less than equal to 4, right? Because in the row we have the value as 4. And now j is having the value 1, so 1 is less than equal to 1, right? This condition is true. Then it will print the value of j, which is 1, so we are able to get here 1. Now the value of j is incremented to 2, but 2 is not less than equal to 1, right? Because I is having the value as 1, so it will come out of this for loop, it will go to the second line, so it came here. And again, now j is initialized to 1, so 1 is less than equal to 2, true, right? So it will print the value of j, which is 1. Again j's value is incremented, so it will check j is less than equal to I, j is having 2, I is having 2, so it is true. Then again the value of j will be printed, which is 2. Now the value of j is incremented to 3, right? So 3 is not less than equal to 2. So it will come out of this loop and it will go to the next line here. And now the value of I is 3. So j will be printing the values 1, 2, 3. And when the j value is incremented to 4, then 4 is not less than equal to 3. It will come out of this for loop. It will go to the next line. So it will come here. And then the value of I will be incremented to 4 and it will add this line 1, 2, 3, 4. If I increment the value of row to 5, then it will print till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you could see we are getting this particular pattern. So in this way, you can have any number of rows that you want with this logic. Here you could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and each row we will have the numbers till that row, right? Now on the same lines, we have a different pattern here. Now we have seen about this pattern, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if someone asks you to print this particular pattern, so what logic you will apply? So this seems similar to this pattern, but instead of starting each row with 1, what it is doing, it is printing here 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So basically, the logic here is, for the first row, we are just printing 1. For the second row, we are printing 2 for both the values. For the third row, we are printing 3 for all 3 values. For the fourth row, we are printing 4 for all 4 values. So how we can achieve this? So we just need to make one change in our logic. What is that change? Instead of printing j, you need to print your I. So what will happen? This I is keeping track of your rows, right? So every time, whenever the j is incremented, the value of I will be same. Let me run this code and then I will explain you. See, this is what we were expected to print and we are able to print it. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, right? So only by changing one variable here, we are able to get the logic. So you can able to understand it now. What will happen? First time value of I will be 1 and then the value of j will be checked till it is less than equal to I. So in first case it will be 1 only. So we will get here 1. Second time the value of I will be 2 and j will start from 1 and it will continue for 2 loops. But we are printing the value of I. So I is 2. So that's why we have printed here 2. In same ways, it will print the value of I 3 and then it will print the value of I 4. I hope you understand it how the pattern had changed by changing the value on line number 9. So that is the logic that you need to implement for this particular pattern.